Hi there, and welcome to episode 6 of Leon's Retro Recommendations. This time I've got a Hong Kong movie for you in my retro recommendations. It is a bit of a spy thriller comedy. It's from 1989 and it is called Spy Games. This is the copy I have. It's from Panorama on the Hong Kong Classics label, and we actually covered this one on episode 19 of Shaz's HKB podcast. We paired it up with No Way Out, which was Leon's Retro Recommendations episode 3. So you can go from video to podcast and back to here on video. I just thought if somebody wanted something a little visual before they make a decision on whether or not they want to purchase or track this one down, I'd just pop out a little bit of video with a few clips and give you a little bit of a visual stimuli so you help make your best decision. This one was directed by David Wu, but it's David Wu Da Wai, and he's mainly been an actor. He's been in like hundreds of different roles, and if you listen to podcasts we point out quite a few of them on that. It was also produced by Troy Hawk, and I feel like the production value in this one is pretty good. We have location in Japan at the beginning before we come over to Hong Kong, and then when we come over to Hong Kong via the plot where Noriko Izumoto Noriko, who plays Takako, she's like a pop idol, pop singer, and she gets the impression due to a prank played by her friends that her father is going to be kidnapped by the KGB, and she has to go over to Hong Kong to sort of rescue him. So she does that, and she gets paranoid that she's being pursued by spies herself. And when she comes over to Hong Kong, she gets entangled with this newscaster played by Kenny B, who is Ken. Surprisingly enough, very imaginative there, like that a lot. Anyway, she gets him into a whole load of trouble because she takes his van, gets into a car crash. She then has to go down to the police station, and they're asking about all the damage he's done, and he's blaming her, but she's nowhere to be seen. And his boss is Phillip Chan, and Phillip Chan is always getting angry with him because he's not performing to his best. He seems to be having a bit of a bad run in his job, and he's competing against his best friend who is played by Waise, and he's called Lee. There we go. See what's happening there. And he actually dates Lee's sister as well, so there's a bit of rivalry between them, but also a strong friendship too, and a bit of competitiveness which adds to the story, especially when he tracks down Noriko and he's trying to get her to his apartment, but one of his neighbours rats on him to Lee and says, he's got another woman in his apartment. So as you can imagine, we get a lot of goofy Hong Kong comedy and shenanigans there. And I think there's some genuine chemistry as well between Kenny and Noriko. It really is very, very sweet, even though she nearly destroys his life in the process. But that again, it's just part of the humour in these films. It's really done well. The comedy setups work really well in this. Some great camera shots in this. I like the photography. Like I said, I think the production was of quite good value in this. Joey Wong, she's a lot of fun in this. For once, she gets to play a bit of an action heroine. She has a gun in this, and she takes out the majority of the bad guys in the sort of end finale, if you like. It's not that heavy on the action, but the pacing of the film, the flow of it works really good. And we have Michael Chan Wai-Man in there for all you Kung Fu movie fans. He is a lot of fun in this. He plays a police detective that is trying to corroborate Ken's story about what happened to him. There's some singing in there which Michael Chan gets involved in with Waise and Kenny B. It's a very funny sequence where the neighbour is complaining and she's like, I'm going to call the police. Well, as you have it, Michael Chan Wai-Man is the police, so hard lines, what can you do? This is a good fun film. If you like this video and you haven't checked out our podcast, please do so. We're on all major podcast platforms, and it will be episode 19, which is paired up with No Way Out and Spy Games as well. It's covered in greater depth. Hope you enjoyed this video. I have fun doing it. I'm really enjoying these. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.
快走啊！